My name is Dr. Kafiya Arte. I'm an internal medicine resident physician at Providence Regional Medical Center, Everett, and I'm an Everett Community College alumni and prior recipient of the EvCC Foundation Scholarship. Growing up in Arlington, Washington, within the Lakewood School District was extremely difficult. I was one of only a handful of Black students in the district, which was very homogeneous and white. I was different, both physically and culturally. My family came to the U.S. in 1991 as refugees seeking asylum from the civil war in our home country, Somalia. We were the only Somali family in the area, so everything that was normal to me was completely foreign to those around me. My classmates didn't really know what to make of me. It felt like their only frame of reference for Black people and African people were racist ideologies passed down from their parents and stereotypical caricatures they saw on TV. And unfortunately, I was treated as such. I chose to do Running Start at Everett Community College during my junior year of high school to get away, but I had no idea that this decision would change the entire trajectory of my life. I remember my first few days at EvCC, looking around and seeing so many people that looked like me. It was shocking. African Americans, African immigrants, folks from every nook and cranny of the continent of Asia, Pacific Islander folks, international students from countries I hadn't previously heard of. I remember thinking, okay, everybody is here. That diversity didn't stop with just ethnicity. I saw diversity in age, gender identity, and socioeconomic status. I had been working 2 jobs since I reached the legal working age of 16 to help make ends meet for my family, and so were some of my classmates at EvCC. For the first time in my life, I felt surrounded by my people. For the first time in my life, I had the flexibility to adapt my academic schedule to my life, and I excelled. At EvCC, I had access to free tutoring, so I was finally able to excel in my pre-med courses, which is critical for medical school acceptance. EvCC also provided me with the opportunities to broaden my horizons beyond just grinding through the sciences to make it to med school. My classmates and advisors inspired me to explore the social sciences, so I took my first sociology and anthropology courses at EvCC. I later went on to the University of Washington to complete my bachelor's in medical anthropology and global health with a minor in human rights. These studies were the original impetus of the co-founding of my nonprofit organization, the Fieldhouse Project, based in Ghana, West Africa, where we fight child labor and trafficking with education and sport. We host multiple Girls in STEM projects, and we provide a designated space for community building activities and public health initiatives. EvCC introduced me to advocacy, providing me the opportunity to meet with Senator Patty Murray and Representative Rick Larson to fight the increasing costs of higher education. I now confidently advocate for my patients on multiple fronts every single day. At EvCC, I joined the Black Student Union, where I had the opportunity to attend the Students of Color Career Conference and network for the first time. This led to me obtaining a job with Washington Mesa Math, Engineering, Science Achievement Program, where I traveled to disadvantaged high schools around the Seattle area, tutoring and mentoring in the sciences, with the goal of increasing representation of historically underrepresented students of color and women in STEM fields. These experiences have all made me a better, more holistic physician, and I have EvCC to thank. EvCC is not exaggerating with their slogan, "Stay close, go far." And my success story is also not unique. Apart from the academic and professional advancement, EvCC also provided me with lifelong friends who have gone on to do incredible things and make huge impacts in our community. The friends I met at EvCC contributed to the vibrant, enthusiastic, and optimistic energy that reverberated throughout the campus. It was literally impossible to show up to campus and not feel inspired to innovate and dream big. The ingenuity was contagious. My friends, these enterprising visionaries, are now teachers, psychologists, top chefs, entrepreneurs, artists, policymakers, successful social media content creators, and social media account managers, and the list goes on. And I would not have survived my insane medical school journey without their constant support, love, and encouragement. EvCC gave me a community at a time where I felt completely alone, and that is what I'm most grateful for. And to think, I almost dropped out of EvCC in 2011 when I could no longer afford my tuition. That's when one of my advisors at EvCC encouraged me to apply for the EvCC Foundation Scholarship. It was the first scholarship I had ever won and was the reason I was able to continue my journey of higher education and go on to become a physician. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity to bring my journey full circle, working as a physician in the backyard of where everything began, and being able to share my journey at the EvCC Foundation Benefit Breakfast.